Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate to you how to paint in the style of Francoise Neilly. I am also going to show you, if you don't have paints at home, how you can do this with colour. Okay, so either way, start with your lighter colours. So what I've done is, to save time again, I've printed it onto my page so that I can get through these videos for you. And so I've got one version here where I'll use paint, and I've got another version here where I'll use pencil crayon. All right, it is very, very tempting to start off with the black. Right, we don't start off with the black at all. I'll show you that in the next video. So all I want you to do is pretend that we're in the art lesson and you're starting off with your lighter shades. Okay, so I will start off here. All right, there with my paints, which are over to the side. Sorry, they're out of camera view. Okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix a pink. All right, because you can see in the picture here that my lightest colour is white. I don't need to worry about painting white because my book is white. So I'm just going to mix myself this kind of colour here, which is a pink. Okay, so I've got myself my pink mixed up. And very, very quickly, okay, I am going to start to paint in the parts of the forehead. All right, it's very, very rough, this. All right, we don't need to be worrying too much, okay, about making this perfect. You're never going to get the painting techniques into exact. Sorry, my apologies. Exact. You're never going to get it exact. So you just kind of put in these like little washes. Okay, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to add, because I'm starting to get darker, I'm going to add a bit more red to that pink to make it a lot brighter. Sorry, a lot more solid. Okay, so I'll start to put those in as well. Okay, and now I'm going to mix, if you see here, okay, I'm going to mix in a very kind of light greeny grey. So I will add green. And I'm adding a tiny bit of black with my green and white. Okay, and then I start painting this. It's going to look a bit strange because at the end of the day, you're probably not going to be able to mix the exact colours depending on what watercolours that you have. But just try and get it as accurate as you possibly can. There's quite a lot around the eye. And I can see here as well, accidentally I've missed off a tiny bit of the pink. Just add that in. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more green to that. Maybe a bit of blue. My green's a bit too, yeah, that's better. My green's a bit too harsh. You see, I'm just kind of splodging in colours, trying to think where they go. Not worrying about getting them in perfectly precise, but as precise as I can do, given the fact that it's an expressive piece of work. And I'm also going to add a little bit into this bit section here. Okay, so I know that that looks like a huge amount of mess. All right, at the moment I'm aware of that. Okay, but that is how you will start off with the colour. And in the next step, because we need this to dry, I will show you how to add in all of the black. So for now, just concentrate on getting in all of this colour. You can always skip on to the other video to see how the black shading's done, but just try and get in these different shades. Now what I will probably do is add the lighter shades in their next session as well. Okay, so that's with paint, and I am conscious that it looks a bit unusual, but it will look good once we add that black. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, if you don't have paints, alright, I'm now going to show you how we can do this, alright, using just basic pencil crayons. Alright, so I'm just going to pull out all the colours that I've got that I think vaguely match, okay, the picture in front of me. So I do need a bit of a green. Okay, so look at the picture and work out what colours you think you're going to need. So hopefully you can see the choices that I'm making here and how they match the picture. So I'll put the picture there for you. Okay, so these are all my pencil crayons. I've got to look and think which ones match. Possibly that green. Maybe got a better blue. Probably that one. Okay. And now what we do is we just follow the exact same principle. Okay, so we start off with our lighter colours first. Okay, and we look at where the pinks are. This is the darker side of the face. And we just start putting in these blocks of colour. Now, what's really nice about this is the fact that it is quite expressive. So we can be quite quick with our pencil crayon shading. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to just leave that as it is. I'm going to look and see if I can add any other different kind of colours into it. Because a lot of Francoise Neilly's work is mixed colour. So what we want to do is try and replicate that, but with pencil crayon. And it's basically an expressive quality. Okay, and see again, can we lighten it up, or is that the same one? I think it was. Okay, and maybe add a touch more in there. Okay, so I think I'm safe to say that I've probably got all the pink in, so I'll probably put all of my pinks down for now, except actually I've got this colour here, so could I just add a touch more where it's a bit lighter, especially around the lips. Okay, so once I've finished with those colours, all right, I'm now going to the blues. Now I'm struggling here because I don't have a white pencil crayon, so you've just got to do the best that you can do. Okay, so over on the lips, I'm just going to add in a bit of blue. Remember, again, it's expressive, so don't worry too much about getting it in the perfect place, not at this point. Okay, you want to try and get it in an accurate place, but it doesn't need to be perfect, because that's where we get the perfection from the black shortly. Okay, so I'm just going to add a touch of green into that blue, because it's not a pure blue, is it? It's like a turquoisey, very dull turquoise. Okay, we're not adding any black into it just yet. There's a line down the middle there. Okay, and I'm just going to add a touch of green into this bit here, because it's not pure black, it's actually black with a hint of green. Okay, and there's a bit of blue along here. Okay, so all you do is you just keep building up your colours in an expressive way, okay, like that, until you think you're happy enough with the expressive quality. Okay, watch part 2 video and I'll show you how to add the shading and the shadows.